I'm going to show you 5 ways on how to close the I want to think about it objection once and for all, and we're starting right now. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back. My name is Paul. If it's your first time here, this channel is all about success mindset and sales training videos. So if you want to succeed in life and business and increase your sales, go ahead and subscribe down below, and don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you don't miss anything. So you finish your sales presentation and your potential client loves your product. They can use it, they can understand it, and they can afford it. And that's when they say, I need to think about it, or I want to think it over. And suddenly you feel like you want to kill yourself, or better yet, your client. So now what do? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways on how to close the I want to think about it objection once and for all, and possibly keep you and your client alive. Now make sure you watch till the end of this video, because I'm also going to show you a way to make sure your clients or potential clients don't use this excuse or objection in the first place. And I'm talking about a method that is so powerful, so effective, that it's gonna blow your mind. It's used by master closers only, and you don't want to miss this. So let's get started. Number 1, straight out ask them what they want to think about, if it's the price or the product. Listen, most people won't tell you what they are thinking. They don't even know what they're thinking most of the time, and you need to help them and guide them so they can tell you the real reason why they are not buying your product today. So all you need to do is just say, I understand, tell me, what do you need to think about? Is it the product or is it the price? If it's the price, ask them if they need to think about the deposit or the installments. If they say it's the deposit, see if you can split the deposit in 2 or 3 parts. And if they say it's the installments, see if you can make more installments or start them at a later date. You can do this by using the if I could, would you clause. Essentially, you would say, if I can split this deposit by 2, would you be able to buy today? Or, if I could start these installments in 6 months from now, would you pay the deposit and buy today? That way you can pinpoint the problem and solve the problem. Now, if they say it's the product they want to think about, then you want to do a summary close and find out what they want to think about, because that is what they don't understand. They just want to think about it because they don't get it. And that means you slipped somewhere. Or they're complete morons, but you still have to do the summary close and explain again anyway. Power tip: if this happens often, you may want to check your presentation or your script. There's something wrong. Number 2, use Mr. Echo. Mr. Echo is your close in need, and you can use that close. You can use Mr. Echo every time it's a tough situation and you need to get that sale. Essentially, what you do is repeat the last phrase they said to you while nodding your head 3 times. This will incentivize them to keep talking and usually spit out the real objection. Let me give you an example. So let's say they say, I want to think about it, and you say, you want to think about it. And then they say something like, yeah, I need to think about it because in the next 3 months, my son's taking karate and I need to pay for that. And you say, so your son's taking karate and you need to think about that. And they say, yes, because I can't pay for the next 3 months. That's when you do an if I could, would you close. So you say something like, okay, if I could start these installments in 3 months, would you buy this product today? Right? And that's basically your close. Power tip: when using Mr. Echo, shut up, let them talk first. Number 3, the facts close. I understand you want to think about it, John, but thinking about this won't change the fact that you need this product to increase your sales. John, you told me before, we're faster, we're better, and we're cheaper. So why not do this sooner than later? Come on, John, let's roll. Power tip: if you haven't made them tell you themselves that it's faster, cheaper, and better within your presentation, then you have a lot to learn about sales. And you can start by reading our book, The Closers Part 3, with the living legend Ben Gay III. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Number 4, the 4 questions close. Now, I used to do a version of this close, but I got this one from Grant Cardone himself. I tried it and it works better. So they say, I want to think about it, and you say, I understand. Do you need 2-3 days or 2-3 weeks? Now, whether they tell you they need 2-3 weeks or 2-3 days, it really doesn't matter. What it does, it takes pressure off and it makes them relax. Then you say, okay, John, I understand. Now let me share something with you. Most of our clients that want to think about it usually have 1 or 4 questions. May I share them with you? When John says yes, you say, do you like it? They say yes. Can you use it? Yes. Do you understand it? Sure. Can you afford it? Yes. If they say yes to all 4 of these questions, then just hit them with a delivery or a paperwork close. Ask for the order. If they say no to 1 of these questions, then you know where to work on. Power tip. If they say no to the first 3 questions, your presentation was off. Sorry to tell you, don't let ego get involved. You need to fix your presentation. Number 5, the scale close. You say, I understand, let me ask you a question. On a scale from 1 to 10, how far are we for you to make a decision today? 10 being, yes, let's do it. Then, no matter what number they can say 7, they can say 5, they can say 3, they can say 9. You ask them, what would make it a 10? This will usually surface the real objection why they're not buying it today, so you can close it. Now I'm going to show you the method I was talking about in the beginning of the video on how you can make this objection disappear completely. How master closers close this objection before it even arises, so you won't have to worry about it in the first place. By the way, real quick, before I go on, comment down below which of the 5 closes from this video you liked best. I would really like to know. Or if you have one of your own closes that you would like to share, go ahead and write it down below. I would love to read it. So here's a few things that master closers do so they don't get this objection at all. One way is to tell them they look like they can make a decision early on in their presentation. See, most people will act like you feed them. If you treat somebody like he has money, he will act like he has money. If you tell somebody he is funny, prepare to hear crap jokes and punchlines all day, because people act like you feed them. So by telling them that they look like they can make a decision, that they look like they know what's best for them and their family, they will act more decisive. They will actually make a decision. Now, if you combine this with a story close and an aggressive D-close, you will eliminate the I want to think about it objection 92% of the time. This will increase your sales and bank account dramatically. What's the story close and what's the aggressive D-close? For that, go ahead and watch the video by clicking the link right here, or by clicking the link I'll leave down in the description below, and you'll watch your sales increase faster than you can say, always be closing. I'm Paul Democritou, and until next time, keep succeeding.